Hello you beautiful peeps, my name's John, welcome to my channel. Yes, we have the WL Toys, the 184016, and the original, the one that I truly love, the WL Toys 144001. We are going to be comparing these two today. I will be taking this one completely apart and this one bits and bobs apart to see if there's any interchangeable parts between them. Right on the offset, I would say there's not going to be that many, just looking at the size difference. But as you all know, I've been wrong before. So I suggest we just get on. What we need to do is to take this one apart. Let's go. Did it work? Yeah, no, I cheated. This is a car that I had apart before, but I just wanted to give it a go. Okay, now I can bring this down and we can get on. I hope that looked good. So, ladies and gents, there was actually one surprise that I had, that the pin that I swapped here, that I got damage on by hitting that steel container, shipping container, came off one of these cars. Not specifically these ones, because this has the old pin type, but it came off the 184016 straight in, so we know that they are the same size. Straight away I've noticed that the shocks aren't there. Basically over time bits and bobs have been taken from this car, so there are a few bits that are missing, but I think we can clearly see on this occasion the shocks. No, definitely not. Let's do that like that for today, I think. Get that off and that off. So let's go underneath and take these off here. Where possible, I will be putting screws back and things like that just to try and keep some sort of control, but not with everything. Front bumper. Ooh. Identical. Well, there you go. Who knew? Who knew? I need my measuring. Obviously, no for the chassis. And no for the side skirts. That is for sure. I also know already that the differential is a no, because if you'd seen my previous video, the differential on these have 4 screws and these have 1, 2, 3, 6 screws. Obviously that doesn't fit too long, so just need 8 screws. 3, 4, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. It's just simple maths, John, seriously. Somebody did actually ask me whether these swing arms can be used on the 144001. I think they said the 144001, to therefore make the car into a more of a touring car. And I said no, I didn't think so. But I think I may have to go back on that, because by the looks of it, they will fit because of the pin. The pin for me was the key, so that definitely does not fit. So let's take this up. I'm going to keep the bearing safe, he says, having lost one already. Bearing, and this is from the 144001, and the bearings are, where's that come from? The bearings are identical, so yes, you can use the steering column bearings. This would be this side. No, it wouldn't be, it would be this side, wouldn't it? That is slightly too long, so you can't use the steering linkage there. And while these match, this one's thinner, so this one could be used on the 144001, but this one could not be used on that because I think it will end up rubbing here, so that does not fit. I think we can say pretty much straight away that doesn't fit. And if you didn't see my differential video, there's two bearings on this, both sides, and on these ones there's only one bearing, so that definitely does not fit. Bearing size we will have to check though. So now, pin, you need to hold the nut the other side and take it out. And as I said, these do fit the 124016, 124017, 018 and 019. It does not fit the older type of the 144001 because they have this system, the pin that goes in there, where these ones push through, okay? I don't know if the newer 144001s have this type or they still remain on that type, so there you go. So let's get that out. I am gonna have to pretty much take this apart because I need to measure everything. Just quickly disassembling. Come on, there we go. So I'm gonna have to take one of the wheels off, so we should do that now. Wheel nut. 144001 wheel nut. Fits. So it's the same size hex, as you can tell. Good to know. And the pin looks identical. I will just grab a pin. This is from the 184016. That's from the 144001, so that also fits. Good, 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 good. This little screw comes out so that you can push this pin through. There we go. So, do these pins fit? Do they, do they, do they? Yes, they do. Identical. Good to know. There's actually a lot more that is usable from the 144001 on this than what I expected, just due to the size difference. So shocks we know do not. Now this was the interesting part. As I said, I was asked about this and I said instantly no, but look at that. Absolutely crazy. Let's check the other end. Exactly the same. That is bonkers. So on around 31.1 and 31. Yeah, this could be the front. 26.9. 26.9. So they are pretty much identical. That's good to know. So if you wanted to for a start, make this one wider, you could do that, or make the 144001 shorter. Do it that. Absolutely brilliant. Now let's have a look at wheel. It's identical. Absolutely identical, and the bearings are identical. 4. 4. Wow. Okay, good. And should we have a look at these? Identical. A lot more is the same. I did not expect that. Did not expect that. Ball joints are a different size. 4.6 and 3.7, so you'd obviously have to move those across or vice versa. And the bearings the same on both sides. 4, and yeah, they're identical. But on this one, I thought they were different. Nope, identical. So that must mean that this would fit in the 144001s. There you go. Which means that the 144001s would fit in this, which it clearly does. Wow. So many things the same. John was not just wrong, but very wrong. So length. There we go. So we have the 184016 and the 144001. And 75 and 87. So a very big difference there. So if you change the swing arms, you have to change those as well. Right, okay, let me have a look at the diameter of the steering column, 3.8 and 3.8, exactly the same. Good. Servo, really? Same servos, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wire, and this is 3 wire. So again, keep that in mind. Cap. This is the top of the, the top of the 184016. Identical. There's a little gash taken out of that one. Why is that? Oh, that still fits perfectly fine. So they can be swapped over. This little dippy dop there. Bearing holder. Oh, that's obviously one of the pieces that have gone bad, but it looks identical to me. So that meshes quite well. The pinion off the 144001. Anyway, so now just slightly flatter on these ones, maybe the battery holder. So now rear wing. No, bigger on the 144001, obviously. That, however, is the same. Actually, I'm just going to take off the rear wing. Oh, I need to do the steering and tie rods. My apologies for the front, but I'll just finish this and then. These are just one screw either side there and one at the rear. I'll show you the difference in sizes if there are any. This is the one for behind. This is the one in front. They're the same. I'll put those over there. These are identical. They have used so many parts from the 144. I am so surprised. I truly am surprised. Now, we have front tie rod. Whoa. Yes. A little bit of a difference. I don't see the point of measuring these because obviously, you know, you can wind them in and out, but you see that there is a huge difference on that. And steering. Steering is that one there, and I have front steering. Well, steering, not front steering. There is no rear steering. Yep, same thing. Again, obviously, you know, the swing arms are shorter, so there's no real surprise there, is there? Come on. This one, it's I got a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes it works excellently, the other times it just frustrates me. So this is rear dog bone. This is rear dog bone. Not a lot of difference there. So 144001, we have, what do you reckon, 66, and 184016, we have 52, I believe. 52, yeah. So again, quite a difference there. I'm going in again. Ready? Yeah. That one goes out of the way. Height-wise, not a lot of difference. Could you mount them if you used a screw or a bolt here rather than those? Yes, you could, but I think it could end up just snapping the shock tower. So, right, these here, I was wondering about the shock towers. No way. They're identical. I mean, slight shape difference. Great. Great, great, great. Because even the screws are in the same position on the front. So you can upgrade to those. 144001. Now, rear. Did I really write R on it for rear? Or did I mean right? That way would be a good start. And then it would be that way, wouldn't it? So, just checking the holes, making sure they're all the same, which they are. You can use these on your 184016. Really, really good to know. Very, very good. Right, now, I don't see the point of taking all of this off, but I'll do the, where's the rear tie rod? Rear tie rod. Again, quite significant difference there, isn't that? Like so. We discovered that this was the rear, so 28.7 versus 28.3, or have I got them wrong? No, I haven't. Right, and then I'll do this down here like this. 30. So you can use them on the rear, or you could use these on the 144001. And again, just remember that, keep in mind the pin system. That is very important. And for those that wish to know, you can change the toe in on the rear, because here they've actually got the grommet there that can be turned around. Can't remember the name of it right now. I really should take that off so that we can quickly see if they are identical. Are you guys as surprised as I am that there's so many bits that are from the 144001? Leave your comments below, please. Identical. And then I'll take the front one and put it in the diff. All fits, all fits, all fits. We know that the diffs are the wrong size, so I don't see the point of doing those, but I do see the point of checking these. They're the same. Right rear, 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 right rear, front, front. Identical. What? So many things. That is impressive. So what have we got so far? Oh, I haven't checked this one last one. It is the same. I just think it may be slightly longer, so that does look longer. Yes, that is longer. So that is slightly different, as you can tell. You see that the 144001, really focus, the 144001, it's got a slightly larger arm on it. Does that mean it would affect the wheel? No. I am going to check that, see if it affects the wheel. It does not. It is very close. Very close indeed, but it will clear it. So that goes there, and that one goes there. So that's good to know. So we have swing arms, obviously the tie rods and the steering. If you're using that, you're going to have to use those. These all fit, they're the same, bearings are the same. The fronts are identical, the rears are not. I just want to double check the front steering arm again, just in case they are slightly larger, and yes, they are. There you go, oops, faux pas there, but slightly larger. I am going to double check to see whether it will foul at the front. Oh, just slightly not. But seeing as they are pretty much identical, I would then use the originals anyway, because they will fit. Yeah, they will fit. Everything else fits onto them if you were going to just swap the swing arms over. So I think that's about it, ladies and gents. Obviously the electronics are not the same. These are most definitely not the same. Look at the size difference in those. Wow. But I assume that they had to keep the size down quite a lot. I was about to say we were done, but we're not done, because I've literally just finished the video greasing the diffs, and they looked a lot smaller than this one, but now I'm holding this one up, I'm like, are they? So now I'm going to have to take this apart quickly. 4 screws on this. Bits everywhere. What's the chance of me being able to put this back together? At least now I know I've got lots of parts for the 144001 I can use. A lot of the screws seem the same length as well, so. Right, so look at that. Newly greased. What do we got? No, they are. Yes, they are. So why such a big casing on that? Okay, I don't want to get all oggy. .5, 42.5, large gear, 27.7, large gear, 27.8. Double check this. Yes, 27.8. Diameter of this is 18.5. 18.5. They're identical. Identical. Bearings. 10.9. 10.9. 3.2. 3.2. So they are identical. You can use the diffs from the 144001 in the 184016. I'm going to open this quickly to find out why there's such a size difference. Okay, it's just because of the double bearing. You see that that's only got the one bearing, this has got two. So it's just slightly longer. So in other words, you can use the casing from the 144001 because all that will happen is it will come out a little bit. Or is that why they haven't used it? Because it would then foul the steering? Would it foul the steering? Yes, I think it may. That's probably why they've only used the one bearing on that. So, right, I'm going to put that to one side, getting a little bit Confucius here right now. So, is that it? That is it. Obviously, tires. No. But hexes, yes, we do know that. We checked that already. So that's a very big difference. Shaft's obviously different, they're the same. So the spur gear is the same, so let's double check one more time. Pinion's the same. 9.6. 9, yeah, that will be 9.6, I'm sure. 9.7. Okay, 9.7. How did I get 9.6? Okay. The shaft 3.7, 3.2. No, more like 3.2, yeah. So they are the same length, or depth should I say, 7.9, 9.8. Oh yeah, look at that. This one's slightly thinner than what that one is. 4.5, 3.5. So the pinion will not fit because it will be pushing on here. So I'm glad I checked that because I wasn't actually going to. Interesting about the spur though. Definitely. So my intention, ladies and gents, was not to take too much apart of the 184016 because I had a video idea for this afternoon. However, I fear that that will not be happening now, so I need to take the time to put it back together properly. But as you can see, a lot more of the car from the 144001 will transfer over to the 184016 and vice versa. It will go back the other way. You know what I'm doing. I just looked at her and I'm like, well, let's have a quick check. 11.1. Yeah, 11.1. They look identical. Yes, they are. There you go. So now we've definitely done everything. Have we? Yes. Have we? Yes. 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 There you go. All right. No, I think we're done. I think we're done. I think that's enough destruction for today. And now I've got to try and put it all back together. So I hope this is going to be useful for some of you out there. I'm pretty sure it will be. 67. Just getting my bearings. Please bear with me. This is either 75. No, that will be 75, and it's the same brackets width-wise. So hit that subscribe button because I've got to put all this back together, so I think it's worth that. And hit that like button as well. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I hope you all have a good day. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.